to be wild. Who needs the X Factor? I should have been in the X Factor, I'll tell you, because my singing voice, it's just completely on point. It really is. It's just there, isn't it? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dave TV. Yes, I'm finally back. Now, wait a minute. Don't start blaming me, you know. It wasn't my fault. No, as you know, I raced with these damned American Johnnies, and unfortunately, they have this thing called Thanksgiving, yes, which happened last week. Yes, Thanksgiving. I haven't got a clue what the bloody hell that's all about. But yeah, they have this thing called Thanksgiving. I think it's just another excuse to have a couple of days off. But you know what these Americans are like. And so, unfortunately, I was unable to stream unless I was going to, you know, sort of stream with myself. I suppose I could have done, I suppose. So yes, anyway, so now they've finished all their Thanksgiving, and you know they've probably brought half the country on that Black Friday, whatever, what's it name. But so now I'm back. Yes, it's me, Celebrity Dave. Oh my God, I've got a viewer already. Oh, this is unbelievable, and 2 comments. So yes, so welcome everybody to. Oh my God, I've got 2 viewers. Look, everyone, calm down. There's only so much of Dave that can go around, you know. Please. There's only so much of Dave. I know I've been away it's been a very long time. It's only been a week, but you can get my point. It's in YouTube terms, in streaming terms, it's been an eternity. I've been away for about 5 years. Yes, I've been fighting Bengal tigers in wherever Bengal tigers are. Australia? No, that's not right. New Zealand? No. Where do they have them? Out in the jungle. Out in the jungle. That's it. Yeah. Oh God, just move on now. Let's check the comments, because I'm losing it now. Completely losing it. Who's about? Oh my goodness gracious, bloody good gold. We have the infamous Mr. Ryan Foley himself, who says Christian Clean. Well, of course he would do, wouldn't he? Hello Ryan, how are you, sir? Wowzers, one of my original subscribers. Yeah. It just gets me right there. It does. It just gets me right there. It really does. Yes. Of course, most of them have left me now, but everyone hates me. And good evening to Mr. AS Gaming 21. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Dave's back, doing this wonderful F1 2017 game that they crafted in the 70s. And what a week it was for me to not do any streaming, really, because I mean we had the F1 final at Abu Dhabi. What a fantastic race that was! Absolutely fantastic, that race. I mean, I fell asleep after the first 5 minutes, which is almost a record for me. It's usually lasts 10 minutes, but yeah, I fell asleep. And I woke up again, I think 20 laps in, and nothing was happening, so I fell back asleep again. And then I think I woke up 10 laps from the end, and still nothing was happening, and I fell asleep again. Oh, for God's sake, when is Formula 1 going to wake up? Wake up! I ask anyone now who thinks Formula 1 is good these days, I will say to you, go back if you can somewhere. I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. Go back and watch a race from 2006. Just go back and watch a race from 2006. Then go and watch a race from 2017. Doesn't matter, anyone you like. Just go and watch one of them. Compare the two and tell me that Formula 1 is better now. Because I will tell you, if you do, you're a complete and utter liar. Anyway, rant over. I've got to join the lads because, oh my God, it's gone 7 o'clock, or should I say midnight in the UK. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for these American Johnnies. So anyway, I better join them, otherwise they're going to moan at me. I'm just going to check the comments before I pass over, or pass out. Yes, I am still playing this, Mr. AS Gaming. Oh, F1 2014. Oh, Mario Kart. I loved F1 2014. That was brilliant. I just loved the way you could Mario Kart it through the corners. I was very, very, very poor on that game. Unfortunately, I'm going to reach it at some point in the all seasons, but oh my God, I just couldn't get on with that one at all. Dave, are you ever going to bring back F1 97? Ryan, you know I always want to bring back F1 97. In fact, I was thinking the other day of just making a channel and calling it F1 97. Because as you know, I just love that game. it may be making. Well, let me think, because I've got a few special videos for Christmas if I ever get them finished. It may be making 2 appearances over Christmas. Yes, 2 appearances. One very, very quick appearance and one little bit longer appearance. Well, basically, I won't say what the other appearance is, because that's a special video I've been working on for God knows how many weeks now, and hopefully I'll do it by Christmas. But the other set of videos is people have been asking me constantly in the comments, and I mean constantly, and finally I've given in. People have said, Dave, will you just show some gameplay of these games and shut the fuck up? In other words, don't talk, just pure gameplay. And how many comments I've had on this, it's been unbelievable. Really, loads of people have said, Dave, shut the fuck up and just show the gameplay. So I've finally given in, and over Christmas there will be some pure gameplay videos of these games starting from the beginning, you know, Formula 1, 97, 98. Yes, it'll just, no, they'll only be about 6-7 minutes long, something like that, but it'll just be pure racing, none of my bullshit talking, because that's what everyone wants, so that's what we're going to get. And yes, it'll also be making another appearance in another video, which is a special one that hopefully I should get finished by Christmas. I hope so. Anyway, I've already been working on it for 3 weeks, and I'm only 25% of it finished. Oh god, why do I do it? Why do I bother? And AS Gaming says the race was boring, yet I watched it all. If Channel 4 hadn't showed it live, he could have passed the time by showing The Simpsons. Yes, they certainly could have done. They certainly could. Oh my god, I'm rambling and I should. Okay, sorry everyone. I'm gonna. Oh, I pressed the wrong button now. I've got to join the lads because oh my god, I'm in big trouble now. I'm at least 5 minutes late, but then I usually am. Here we go. Hello, hello.
You there, Dave?
Speaking of timing,
I'm there, Mr. Plantpot. How are you?
Good, good. Got some good news for the ERL.
You're leaving?
Yeah, that's it, Dave. Decided to leave the league to the most senior member in terms of age, not experience, and that would be you. So you are now in charge.
Oh, come on, that was quick. That was quick for my age. That was quick.
Good to see you two again, Dave. Awesome. Excellent.
I laughed until I stopped.
Gomez is coming back.
Yay! Oh dear.
Thank you for your kind attention and generous applause.
And so far, Dave, we're up to 6 teams. 6 full teams.
Wow. We've almost got
a bunch of guys this weekend.
We've almost got the complete band back together, haven't we?
Well, I mean, I'm trying. You know, I gotta get in touch with Cool MK there from the old days.
Oh.
The real old days.
You're fucked on that one.
I'm gonna be getting it this time. I'm getting this time.
Just get the damn thing. Shit.
Last I heard, Cool MK was accepted to colonize Mars, and he was gonna take them up on it.
Yeah.
Mountains.
Clouds. Mountains.
That was the best thing. I forget where we were racing. Was it Phoenix or somewhere? It's like.
It was a western track, Phoenix or Las Vegas, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the clouds.
I feel like you spent a lot of time looking at the clouds when driving. It's centered him up a bit.
Hey!
It makes you happy. I think the Gomez is gonna return. I think I might return June.
Oh, Charles, don't do this to me.
Well, that's a totally
I can't handle too much good news at once.
Oh my god. Well, there goes my points finishing year.
Well, you're teamed up with Mark now, Mark F1 for Ferrari, so you're the lead driver at Ferrari now, Randy.
I am not the lead driver. I am.
Well, you got the experience. The team's focused on you, so.
No,
I mean, look at the Renault. It's not. They don't put the fastest driver as the lead driver over there either. It's not a
fast driver. I'm a slug.
So what did I miss? What are you guys mentioning? CB, you said something about, what did you say?
We're all becoming elite. again.
Monday night, and still make things on defense, but I will too.
What happened to GAC?
They're still going. I am gonna swap. I'm leaving them for a younger, hotter situation.
And that situation is Dave in a big bathing suit. So.
Oh wow! Believe it or not, all those guys over there are old. So, Dave really is younger and hotter.
Yep, there you go.
It's a long time since I've heard someone say that to me.
No, Dave, come on. You must get that on the daily.
I just thought I'd mark my
No, I
new
really
teammate.
don't.
Well, I pity the fool who's stuck with me.
I was going to ask Charles if he wanted to do the honors. Yeah? Alright, cool. I'll put you two together in Sauber
I
then.
already pity. I like that. Yes. I'll be partners with them. I don't really care about the points if we even finish the league or as long as there's beer in the break room.
Well, Joe will win every time, so he's got a good point.
That's not true. I don't win every time.
Yes,
But not
you
if
do.
Ollie's there, so it'll either be Joe or Ollie winning, put it that way.
Or Dom.
Dom won Baku this season.
Or
What happened to
Dom.
that RCB kid?
He's gone to greener pastures.
He's going to greener pastures.
I know where he is.
What is he, a cow?
I know Brian. No, I know Brian. Brian's hanging out with one of my buddies, actually. I know who he's been hanging out with sometimes.
Yeah, I think they're doing like Project Cars and Gran Turismo and stuff.
Roger Cars too, yeah, I know who he's
Yeah, yeah.
hanging out with. He's with,
And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we'll be doing Project Cars.
When's that patch come out, Jeffy? I heard there was a big one coming out in the next couple days.
For Project Cars?
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex
I haven't even heard anything about that.
and those
Oh, I heard
guys.
patch 3.0 was coming out, and I was all excited
Have you
about
heard
it.
anything about the SUV?
That's 3.0?
Look it up. Come out when it comes out.
That's the way I am. I just wait till it comes out. If it comes out, it comes out.
I'm gonna look it up for you guys. I gotta see when the hell this comes out.
Oh yeah, Mark F1, yeah.
Oh, Project Cars expansion coming soon.
Oh goody.
Well, that nails it down. Soon.
Coming soon. Says version expansion coming includes new cars and a new track, I think.
This on iRacing, pictures will be coming out.
Yeah, but I was so pissed they're not going to have day-to-night transitions yet. Nah, fuck. Nah, no.
Oh shit!
That's
Wait,
not
did you
it.
just say December 5th will be the pit crew animations?
Yeah, but there is one catch. It's only for NASCAR.
It's only for NASCAR.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, day-night transitions is the fact they don't have that yet is irritating.
Well, since they said that the pit crew animations are only for NASCAR now, they're having day-night transitions now too. It's still something, yeah. I mean, you gotta look at how much work goes into that. I mean, they have to hook up that little funny suit that has those little balls on it or whatever to a real person. They have to actually like,
Dave's got a suit with balls on it.
and they actually have to hook the wires up to it and hook it to the computer. And when that guy's moving around in that suit, it's catching his movements. So I mean, you know, that's how they do that. So I mean, you know, look at how much time they have to take at different scenarios because pit stops for IndyCar and Formula One cars are way
here we
different than
go.
a NASCAR vehicle. So
Is this Jeffy's race, by the way?
iRacing is
believe it
located pretty close to my house, I think. I think it's less than an hour from here.
This is the idea that I suggested, I think.
no, this is my idea, Randy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know it's your idea, but I gave you the idea, I think.
I think
might
it's up
have,
near
I don't
Boston, Gomez, to be honest.
Edford, Mass, wherever that is.
Yeah.
It's in Bedford, yeah, the iRacing headquarters is Bedford, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes from me. I should take a ride over there sometime.
Yeah,
They
go get a
do
job
sometimes
there
give you
so you can get us
they do
free
sometimes
stuff.
give you a free tour.
That's pretty cool. I've seen the iRacing team before. I went to a rallycross race in Connecticut, and I saw them there working on the GRC content.
Did you go to the rallycross race at Thompson Motorsports Park?
Yep. Me and John went. It was actually really cool.
Was it this year's race?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
we were
raining a
watching that
little
on
bit.
TV.
Yeah, it was raining a little bit, but it was still awesome. I had so much fun there. They had such good access to the teams. Like, you could walk in the pits and everything. Like, totally, just with your ticket admission. It was really cool.
Hey, does that mean that iRacing's also scanned the Thompson Rallycross course and they're going to throw
definitely.
it in?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I guarantee that's... I mean, because that's where they're located. That's, like, their home area, you know, Jeff? I would expect they would have that.
Yeah.
I mean, Thompson's only 30 minutes from here.
Oh, I'm pumped for that now.
I think Lime Rock's like an hour away. Not too far.
Yeah, Lime Rock's on iRacing too.
Lime Rock is on Forza, I think, 7?
Yeah, I just
Lime Rock too earlier.
I just installed
Lime Rock's
Forza 7.
okay.
I got a new computer, so I put it on there just to have something.
Just did Lime Rock with the street stocks in Whaley's Sunday Night League. It was brutal.
You mean the super late model?
Super lit, whatever those things are.
We're going to do street stocks.
I got second place, by the way. I beat Whaley.
So
He was
coming out to
yelling at
Springfield
me.
this weekend?
Somebody was talking about he was yelling at everybody on iRacing. Quit being babies, shut up, and quit.
Oh my! Was it him? It was.
How'd you like to get bitched out by Tony Stewart? I think that would be fun.
What,
That'd
you
be
saying
awesome.
that Trace Williams told Tony that, or Tony told Trace Williams that? Well, I'm glad he did, because that Trace Williams kid, I've raced him before. He's a pain. That Trace Williams kid. This is how to kind of describe him. If you're in a race.
That's B2. You're currently in second place.
Oh, he needs to be banned completely from iRacing, not allowed back, because he's just a complete, just complete idiot. I mean, I was in a race with him one night, and there was a guy coming out of the pits. The guy coming out of the pits stayed on the apron. I was right behind Trace Williams. Trace Williams moved his car down to the apron and clipped the apron and clipped that car.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Trace Williams then starts getting into an uproar, telling that guy that he came up onto the racing surface and crashed them. And I told the guys, like, don't listen to Trace. I was right behind him. He drove down on you. And oh man, he got in an uproar on me then, and he was like, "Oh, you siding with the wrong side, you." And I'm like, "Oh, geez, shut up." And he wouldn't. He just sounded like a broken record. Kept going on like, "You did this, you did that, you did." And I'm like, "Oh, that was giving me a headache."
Me, guess what? Next lap you would get wrecked by me, and I'd say, yeah, I did it. You know why? Because you're an asshole.
And he throws temper tantrums too. Like, you know, if he doesn't get his way in a race, he'll just go and like cause a caution because he didn't get his way.
Sounds like a very pleasant gentleman.
He's not. He's more of a headache than anything.
Thanks for telling me there, Captain Obvious. Oh my god. I know the tank's empty. It's flashing fuel out.
And there was, the very first time I met this guy, I went to a hosted race on iRacing that he was hosting. It was Legends and Street Stocks at the Legends Oval in Charlotte. And I was like, why in the world does he have that car combination here? I was like, the Legends would have been fine. And I was like, the Street Stocks are okay, but I was like, why does he have them together? And I was there. I went into it, and I picked the Street Stock. Well, I was out there practicing around, and most of them were in Legends. There was only me and 3 other guys in Street Stock, so altogether in total there was 4 Street Stocks. Well, he wanted it in order, he wanted the field to be even.
Oh Lord.
So, since a lot of people didn't come in the street stocks, he gave us a penalty.
What?
And he told us, once the pace lap started, to pull into the pits and hold for 5 laps to give the legends a 5-lap head start.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a
I'm
dictator.
like,
You know, it sounds like a dumb idea for a race anyway. So
it was, yeah. I was just going in there because I didn't have nothing else to do to see what it was about. And then this guy didn't even know how. And there was a truck race. He was doing like the old trucks. He did at South Boston one night. If you caused, like, say that you got caught up in a caution. If you were caught up in the caution and it wasn't your fault, you got black flagged. Everybody that was involved in the caution got black flagged and held 1 lap. And he said that was his way of cleaning up the stuff, like cleaning up dirty drivers. And I was like, but the people that actually just got involved in it that didn't cause it, that ain't fair to them. I was like, you shouldn't penalize them. And he was there and he goes, my room, my rules. I'm like, He is right, yeah, but I'm just saying that I felt like saying some stupid rules, though. And I didn't, I just left. But, yeah, that kid's just a handful, I tell you, man. He's just, he just goes off on people for no reason. And when he causes problems, he turns around and tries to blame somebody else for the problem. There's lots of people I know that's like that, though. But I'm just saying that, you know, and he just gets in uproars when something happens. Like, you know, if somebody's not driving good or something, like, you know, I mean, I've heard some stories from him too. Somebody said he was in one of those, you know, I think it was the car, like the pickup cup, the old trucks at Daytona. I heard somebody talking about him one night. They was racing with him in one of those races, and there was a big crash, and it was mainly all rookies. And he started complaining, saying, "Why can't you all drive better than this?" And somebody actually said, "Well, why are you racing in a race with a bunch of rookies for? You know, it's all it runs in this." Yeah, apparently he got an uproar over that then when somebody told him, "Why are you racing a bunch of races with a bunch of rookies?" I mean, you know, it makes common sense. If you don't want to get wrecked, don't race where the rookies are. But he just finds something to complain about. Is what it is.
Some people are just miserable, Jeff. There's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
They're just not very happy people.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Maybe he's got issues someplace else in his life that bleed over into this.
Or maybe he's just a total tool.
Yeah.
Could be. There is a bit of a tool syndrome. It's possible.
Yeah.
One time I was in Russia. Season 2 F1 2016.
Oh, here we go.
I started on the pole. Beautiful
Here we
qualifying
fucking
lap.
go.
I mean, literally, this lap
Here
was
we
just
fucking go.
amazing. Like, I was impressed by it. And off the start I go. Nailed the start, by the way. I was gone. Race was in hand. I had control of the situation. All of a sudden, from the tree line, I don't know. I couldn't see it in my mirrors. This yellow car lands on
There's
my car.
no tree line in fucking Sochi, damn it, shit!
I don't know where. Maybe the mountains. Maybe the mountains, Randy. I don't know. All I know is
There's
it's
no
right.
mountains, over the love of God!
Came from the beach. And
Alright, I can take that one.
he came from beyond.
it was rough.
Came out of nowhere, there you go.
Came out of nowhere, and well,
Almost took the lead.
yeah. From where did you start in that race? 33rd, 36th.
I was right at the back.
Well, it's
Yeah.
dead last. I remember that race. Good.
Randy, everyone remembers that race. Everyone's going to remember that race for the next 20 bloody years.
I know. It was hilarious. He took out Dave took out Joe. It was funny. I laughed so hard. I'm like,
I
you
did-
took him out. That's.
I
you
did
took out
laugh
the
too.
guy who runs the show.
I was laughing too. Might have been crying. I can't tell. It was like a combination of feelings. wing was... And I remember how fast I spun around. That was funny, too. I was just whipping around and trying to figure out what way was up and down. I'm spiraling around, watching... I mean, it was nice to see, you know, all the evasive maneuvers. I don't get to see that too often, as everyone just dives around my carcass. Dave didn't slow down at all, or whomever it was. He just kept trucking. I mean, as far as he's concerned, that was a pretty legit start to the race. I don't know why my car was so slow on this lap. Is it really that sensitive to fuel? Oh, that's why. Whoops. Pro tip, guys. You want to do a really awesome qualifying lap at the end to make sure you're not in lean. It really runs better in max.
Yeah, you run a fuel quicker too, that's the thing.
You're so
I'm just sitting here going on the straightaway thinking, I'm still in setup 4, why am I losing so much time? And
Did you switch it? Because I didn't even check mine. I didn't even know there was a difference with these cars.
I put it to lean after I finished my first run just to hopefully get back to the pits before I pulled the Dave and ran out of gas. But I didn't make it, so. Dave, you're like a one-man highlight show on Mondays, honestly. Your starts are impeccable. Half the time you're out of fuel in the final lap. What happened to you at Yas Marina again? That was special. Gomez, I don't know what happened. He was running an awesome race.
You sponge.
That was the best reaction. His voice was 2 octaves higher than it normally.
Yeah, I was trying to do him a favor, for Christ's sakes. I didn't realize at the time I was, you know, he was counting on it. You know, it's a lack of communication from his end. I mean,
Why, it was surprising. I don't think he expected that. I didn't.
I was just trying to be a good sport about it. I figured I'd let him race it out for that spot there instead of just pointlessly lapping him. And then, you know, I didn't know he was counting on it.
I always count on it because I always count on the fact that you're going to lap me before the end. So I always run it out so that I've always got one less lap of fuel. And then what does he go and do? Pulls over and lets me pass on the last lap. And I've got no fuel left then, have I? And I've got to do a whole nother lap when I get halfway, but then run out of fuel.
You're getting animated, Dave. I mean, it's been 2 weeks. I think it's...
I'm still not over it, that's why.
I mean, you did have that 3-second penalty anyways, so I'm fairly certain you would have finished 7th regardless, if that makes you feel any better. You did have that embarrassing moment of running half the lap out of fuel, getting that corner cut, and everyone laughing at you. I don't know if you remember that, but... Collectively, the entire series was laughing. That's your misfortune. How many times have you run out of gas last season, Dave?
Oh, shut up.
At least a couple, wasn't it?
Usually drives the tires into the ground.
I hate fuel saving.
I know you do.
Honestly, Dave, if the track, like, for Yas Marina, in all seriousness, Sector 3, just slam it and lean, unless you're trying to put a gap on somebody. Because you gain so much in lean in this game that you can go ahead and utilize that, and the straightaways is fast, you know?
Yeah.
Most tracks, I try to find a sector where I can maximize the lean usage to give myself a fuel. I mean, it's such a huge advantage if you can find a spot to do it. And once the tires wear out, Dave, throw that thing in lean in most of the corners. Because there's no point, you're not going to get the traction out anyways.
I'm not coming to race with you guys. I can't think that much. Holy shit. My head
It's
hurts
much easier
already.
to just keep it in standard. That's the simplest way. You'll have plenty of fuel then.
Alrighty. Boy. No. So Gomez, you there?
Yeah.
Coming out to Springfield this weekend?
Oh, it's this weekend? Yeah, no, I can't do it.
Okay.
I knew December was going to get here quick. CB didn't know go.
It appears Dave is gone, though.
Down to a 3 right behind you.
I know he is. He'll be braking pretty soon here.
Why do I feel these cars don't have too good of brakes?
They don't. Keep the pressure on him, Gomez. He's gonna clean me out into the skyline.
Come around to the left, Randy.
You're on the left.
Mirrors? We don't need no stinking mirrors.
Really shit. I know. You should see the bump view of this thing. Look at, yeah.
Let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Tachometer, yeah.
Right. On the you know, where the one they did the pod where it's up top on the car, top of the car. Like, I can see how small the mirrors are. First off.
Whoa, Dave. He was looking edgy back there. I think you were in 3 lanes at once with all of your car.
Was it lag or he's actually driving that way?
He's just really hanging on to his McLaren here tonight.
Just weaving back and forth to block me.
To me, this car feels like a really tight setup. It ain't really loose for me, so.
Got it on 4 right now.
That's what I got it on. I got it on preset 4.
Yeah, me too.
I got on 3 earlier.
They're pretty comparable lap time wise, but I feel like you could probably defend from a pass easier with set of 4. If you back the corner on.
Alright, after the race tonight, gentlemen, if you want to play some GTA, we will play some GTA. But me and CB will have to do a little bit of a setting up deal first before we keep going. You want to do it that way? Okay. I figured you might want to put it all in one playlist. I figured we go and bookmark, have you bookmark them, and well, okay, we can do it that way.
Whoa! Gee, and on my screen,
somebody's kicking up dust up here.
Wasn't near you on my screen.
It's Mr. CB. Come around to the left, CB.
I was coming back over there. Oh shit! I have no front wing.
To your left, Gomez.
That's all right. I can hit you over there on the left or the right.
Oh, come on, then, hit me.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
How's your tire wear, buddy?
Bloody hell, we're on lap 3. I don't know. I didn't even check until I get to about lap 10.
Oh, Dave.
Listen, I'm like cold trickle. They tell me to race, so I race. I haven't got time to check tyre wears.
Oh Lord.
I hear you. I'm just trying to figure out what percentage per lap I'm wearing here.
Oh, for God's sake.
Good.
17%.
Left rear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 10-4.
I think I'm on medium traction. I didn't check before I started, but it feels like
Yeah,
medium.
you would definitely be on medium. If you're getting tire wear like that, you're on medium.
Yeah, it feels like medium.
Yeah, I mean, I ran an extra lap at qualifying up at 20 left rear right now. This rate, there's going to be quite a few pit stops, I think.
Yeah, this could be a fully.
Yeah, could be. Because I'm averaging about 4.5% per lap. Factor in fuel depreciation, probably about 4% average.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most dominant cars in history, guys. We're driving right now.
Me? I'm driving that car? I don't think so. No, I have a different
Gomez.
car. No, I have a different one then.
No, seriously, this car kicked ass. The only race it lost, believe it or not, was this race. And Ferrari.
See, I
won
like
that
the
race.
sound of this car. It's whiny. It doesn't have the sewing machine sound to it.
No, it's a cool sounding car.
Yep. It's a beautiful sound. I think Dave can confirm that, right?
Yes, I can, Randy, yeah. Even though I can't talk and drive, I can confirm.
I know. We know you can't talk and drive.
What's Dave confirming?
That this car lost only one race, and this race actually, Ferrari won it. I think it was it's kind of Grand Prix, was it like Coca-Cola? Some shit like that was the name of the race, and I can't remember who the Ferrari driver was.
Well, now this car gets its chance to win because everybody's driving the same thing, so at least it's going to win today.
And events this car.
The distance to the leader
No
is...
matter who wins today, this car will finally get its win and get its vengeance at Monza.
Yep. And the weather's pretty good, CD. And it gold.
Autodromo Monza. I can't say the rest of it. Well, it's Autodromo Malines or something like that. I can't say the rest of it. I can just say Autodromo Monza. That's it. Or I could say Autodromo Italiano.
It's not Autodromo Enzo Ferrari. I thought they named this after
That's
Enzo.
Imola.
Oh, that's Imola.
Mola sounds something you get. You have to go to the doctors.
Yeah, right.
Like a Ebola.
Got a bad case of a mola.
Imola. I got Imola.
Ebola circuit.
Also, Imola makes me think of that throat lozenge. Ricola. Imola.
We
Imola.
have excess fuel weights down. Set the fuel mix to low 3. Let's push.
Is there like a Knight Rider-esque RPM gauge in the dashboard of this thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking down there. I'm like, what the hell is this going on? Like, you see it sometimes, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Is it like the sun reflecting off of like the red panel? But no, it's definitely the RPMs. That's really cool.
Now you got me
So
looking. I'm
that
gonna
I-
crash. Dude, I just see a square
Don't
rectangle.
look at the Knight Rider thing on the dashboard.
I already
It's
crashed
there.
once. I already
Kit, what's
crashed
my fuel
once.
strategy?
All I know is Dave has got company. You see your mirrors, Dave, the little tiny ones? Is there someone behind you?
I have a computer as my race engineer. Kit, tell me how far ahead the car in front is.
Debbie, I can't help you with that.
And what good are you, Kit? Get out of my car.
And guess what, Jeffy? There's a car behind you.
I don't care, because that car will never catch me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was only kidding, but... Hello?
Hi. And goodbye. Once he makes a mistake. What'd you do? Kick it up a notch?
No. stop information.
Use the softer tires.
Tire condition. Oh, it's tire status. I thought it was condition. Tire status. That's so much easier just to say the command instead of having to watch where I'm driving and just... When I said tire condition, I had to look over there for a second when he didn't recognize it. I was like, oh wait, that's because it's tire status, stupid.
Dave, I'm
Driver in
transitioning to
front.
one stop.
Yeah?
I think so.
Oh no, Randy's gonna get me now.
I mean, I'm gonna have to sacrifice probably 2 or 3 tenths a lap, but overall it'll be a net gain at the end.
Yeah, not wearing much, I must admit.
It's kind of stabilized once the fuel load has kind of
Yeah.
transitioned a bit. I'm just trying not to use the pedal too much to rotate the car out of the right-hand corners. Like the Lesbos.
Yeah, I just went a bit squirrely.
Is it Lesmos or Lesbos, Dave?
Well, if I'm saying it, it's Lesbos, but it's actually Lesbos.
It's Lesmos, but Lesbo's nice. Good.
How's the painting been going in Gran Turismo, Randy?
Good.
Good. Any new creations?
Oh yeah. There's tons. You'll see them.
Yeah, it's cool.
I finished that game.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, I got
For
the...
now.
They give you a trophy when you're done with all the to-do list. That's all I do on this. The to-do list.
Well, there'll be
They're
more
not all
soon.
gold though. So.
The offline mode's coming out soon with like the regular things you
The
gotta
old
do.
school.
Yeah.
Career
That looks really
mode,
cool.
yes!
It looks just like it did like back in the PS2 days or
I
PS1
know.
days.
I know. When I first saw that, I almost jizzed.
Oh wow, that's pretty
Oh,
interesting.
Jesus Christ, dude. What the
Loads it up on his computer. Jizz.
Well, maybe tomorrow you can finish.
I don't think it's gonna take him that long, Gomez.
Wait, Jeff, aren't you when are you going to Springfield?
This weekend.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. I am too.
Why are you disappointed in that?
Yeah, I don't think
They are trying to start like a women's football league now, aren't they? Do you have one? Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not Foxy football, no? Are they in bikinis? Come on. All right.
Yeah.
They're gonna have equipment failures. I would watch that.
Wow, sounds like I've got some new viewers now.
I agree with you, Charles. I think it's kind of backwards, unfortunately. I think, you know, women can race just as well. They don't need to be separated. I don't see what difference it makes.
Gap to leader, 27.3 seconds.
Yep.
That's drag racing. That don't count.
Oh.
She still
I bet
is a
it's
good
hard to
driver.
drive those cars. I bet it's hard to drive those things.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You
the
gotta
top,
drive
the
a
top.
straight line.
I would see it hard to drive the top fuel cars more than it would be the funny cars, but they're still hard to drive. All of them are.
No, the funny cars and top fuel cars are a pain in the ass to drive, and the road stocks can be too, depending on how to drive it.
I'll tell you, those. I mean, when you got one winning the championship, that's something to, you know, like, wow, you know, why can't, you know, any other women in any other form of motorsports win championships if they can? So.
Yeah, it's more of a social issue than an actual skill issue. I mean, because it's
Look at
probably
Danica
harder for them to
Patrick.
get jobs and stuff. Yeah, I know, but that's why she was so unique, because she was able to get through some of those barriers that are there, because, you know, and I'm sure she was still dealing with
she
it.
never got a win and she never got a championship.
Yeah, but it was probably a little bit harder for her than it was for other guys at that same team, you know.
She won Formula Ford almost in the UK. When she was
You gotta
like,
think,
what,
Jeff, like...
16, 17, 18, something
Did you
like
just
that?
say she almost won Formula Ford?
In the UK, which is like one of the hardest championships to win.
Did you say, we can't say almost.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about her NASCAR thing, Jeff, like, she was probably dealing with a lot of, like, you know, a lot of social issues in terms
If
of guys not
Kevin
wanting to work
Harvick
for her.
could get wins,
Right, well, that's the thing. Kevin Harvick's a guy, and I think that maybe there's some old school stereotypes within that NASCAR area there that the guys didn't want to work for her. You know, there's got to be
but
something
I also
to that.
think that she got the hand-me-down equipment too. She got the.
Yeah,
she
no,
got
I don't
the
think she
Lorena
got.
the-
I honestly don't think she got the fair shake it's led on to believe. I think if
She
she'd
wasn't
done
doing
a
too
fair
good over
shake,
there either.
she could have done a nice job in the Xfinity Series.
Jackasses.
Wow, the win at Baron Motegi, that wasn't a win, that was just a give.
She had a lot of good races in the Indy cars. I mean, I remember her getting really decent results. I mean,
She's even gotten decent results in NASCAR. She's got top 10
she's a good
finishes.
driver. She just, you know, it's.
Yeah,
she
there
doesn't
are
have to.
thousands of racers who never won a race and never got a championship. So
Yeah, she was.
I want to
that's
see.
really-
I want to see a female driver that can come in there and be as good as Jimmy Johnson.
Well, that's the thing. How many male drivers are there, right? And then you got to figure you need the same ratios to get the same sort of results. I mean,
True.
it's you know, I think Danica did a great job, honestly. Like, if she was in this race tonight, she'd probably be 30 seconds ahead of me right now. Is she part of the NASCAR Next program?
Pamela Anderson. Oh, I gotta keep with
Yeah.
this, man, Ken.
Oh yeah, Haley. Yeah.
I hope so.
But there's no reason why women can't do it as well. There's no absolutely zero difference, you know. It is relatively physical, but nothing that you can't.
TT cars. I mean, come on. Sabine Schmidt.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If there's a huge muscular and weight disadvantage there, but in the racing thing, it's just about being fit and. Oh yeah. Well, it's probably that
who's
too,
gonna get
unfortunately.
busted in NASCAR? Come on, who's
Yeah, Matt Moyer right now.
But you gotta remember what Tony Stewart did to what's her name?
Kevin Harvick's wife.
Yeah, that could happen in NASCAR too. If CB's talking
Yeah.
about that, so
It's funny you say that, Jeff, because if there's one NASCAR guy that would probably get in trouble, it would be him or Kurt Busch.
well, yeah, that'd be kind of hard to do unless they got Johnny Long Arms and can stretch out the window that window.
Oh, what happened, man? I missed this.
Oh shit.
What happened? What happened?
With what, Gomez?
With what you're talking about? I don't remember the story.
I think Tony Stewart used to get kind of handsy with some of the guys' wives on pit road.
Oh, he always did.
Yeah.
We thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, it's, as long as the women think it's funny, then we get no problems. But it's when they feel uncomfortable, then it's not cool anymore.
Well, you know, Delana wouldn't get uncomfortable.
No, that's the thing. Like, there's a balance to it. Like, I mean, obviously...
She's weird anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I would think there's plenty of women who don't mind joking around about stuff, and then there's some guys who really just are just assholes. You know, that's a totally different thing.
I mean, because Delana would just post the most stupidest stuff to Twitter.
Isn't that what Twitter's for? I thought that was the whole idea.
But you shouldn't go on there and say, "Oh, yo, Keelan just went poopy."
Shit.
She literally did that multiple times on her Twitter account. She would do that a lot.
The guy who invented Twitter said his first tweet was, "I'm standing down at Escudero Bay or so in San Francisco. There's a dock down there." And he tweeted out that I'm standing down here looking at the ocean. And he said, all of my friends that got this, all 2 in 1 said, "Who cares?" And that to me is like, that's how Twitter started, and that to me is what Twitter's about. Who the fuck cares what you're doing? I don't fucking care. I mean, it's useful for something, but fuck.
Exit now.
Well,
Did you guys see the Danica Patrick documentary on TV yet? Any of you?
nope.
No, what channel?
I think it's on Epix. I had to use like a free trial to see it. Yeah, I don't have the channel
I
either.
got Apex with frickin' PlayStation View. I just thought of that.
Yeah, it's pretty decent actually.
Hulu did a documentary on Jeffrey Earnhardt. I seen that.
See, I'm curious about Jeffrey Earnhardt. I'm curious about why all the other Earnhardts are famous and he gets nothing. And the poor, it's like he's got the name and nothing else, man. Gets nothing else for it. What happened? What did he do?
I actually have a little bit of respect for Jeffrey Earnhardt for what he said. Because when they interviewed him in this Hulu interview thing, documentary thing, the lady that was interviewing him or whatever, she was like, you know, the house that he had, he's just living in a mobile home. That's all it is. He doesn't have a big fancy house. And she was there, and she asked him, and she goes, well, I mean, she goes, how come you don't have, I mean, she goes, I know, she said something, I know you're like, you know, you don't have the equipment that some of these drivers do, but she's there, she goes, how come you don't at least try to, you know, get like a fancy house like they have or something like that? And he was there and he goes, because that's not what it's about. He's there and he goes, I'm into racing just because I enjoy it. He's there and he goes, I'm not in it for the money like most of them are. He's there and goes, I don't care what my house is. He goes, I'm just glad I got a roof over my head.
Well, I'm sure Dale Jr. is in it for the driving too. I bet he doesn't care that much about the money. But I'm just curious as to, do they have what did Jeffrey's mother do that has everybody pissed off? I mean, one Earnhardt's totally famous, and the other guy's like, who cares about him? I mean, it must be the mother. Must have done something wrong. I mean, assuming they had different mothers, right?
Well, yeah, because...
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I assumed that.
That's Junior's nephew. That ain't his brother.
Oh, I thought his father got remarried or something. And
well, he did. But, yeah,
I thought that was his half brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his stepmom and his real mom. Oh, so
I assumed they were half brothers, so I didn't know that.
No, Carrie and Dale's mom's the same mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is even weirder then. All right. Sorry, I can't think about it now. I'm trying to drive this stupid car.
70s and 80s, they're too confusing.
I thought they had the same
What the hell was even going on? People's moms or their dads?
I think his sister Kelly is Teresa's kid.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm not even.
It's not. I thought she was.
Shit.
Wait, so Teresa doesn't have any kids through Dale then, does she?
No, there's that girl there. She's like my age.
Nicole.
Her name's Taylor. Oh.
You got about Taylor yet?
Well, nobody's even talking about her.
She's probably just a normal person.
Probably. There is a Taylor that works at Junior Motorsports. Maybe that's who it is. Probably
maybe
does.
she's just in the background, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I would imagine someone. Yeah, I mean, maybe she just prefers to be private. I mean, who the hell wants to do all this TV shit all the time?
I mean, but how could you be that rotten to your even if they're your stepchildren? I mean, you shouldn't be that rotten to them. I mean, she's just a witch.
A B. In front of it instead of witch. That B.
A witch with a capital B.
Yep.
Is it getting cloudy out?
Stop being a bitch. Get the fuck out of my way.
Hey, don't say that to me. Why are you talking to me?
That's right, I'm hunting you down.
Is that you two hunting over here by the lead boat?
Yes. Coming to get you again.
Randy's like, shh, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting jiffies.
Randy's the only one racing here. The rest of us are conversating.
I'm just enjoying the Italian countryside.
The Italian countryside. Joe's out for a Sunday cruise like always. He's got us all laughed. He's just like, yep, I'm out for a Sunday cruise. Oh, look at that tree over there. Oh, look at this nice little park.
It's a beautiful little bird up there in the backstretch. Oh, there's another little bird going by the parabolica. That's nice.
Still MK is the best. I'm just staring at the clouds.
And his voice too, like he literally was just the most relaxed guy.
Phoenix. Oh my god, I was there. I remember that.
He was so relaxed all the time.
NASCAR Inside Line?
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh my god.
I think Joe's in that race too.
Yeah, I think I was. His name was very suitable. He was a really cool guy.
Oh yeah.
I hope he still is.
I bet he is.
Don't come out in the past tense.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the last time I heard from MK was back this summer. It was around June or May.
Yeah, I heard from him around then too.
And he told me that he was getting a PS4 around Halloween. He still hasn't gotten anything yet, so I don't know.
I was on.
He told me the same thing. He said he wanted to do F-116 once he got his system.
But he never got it.
Asked about
So
Gomez.
for this Christmas, he'll probably get a PS4, and then he'll have 2016, F1 2016.
shit,
It will be like,
I'll have to send him a message. I'll have to get him up to date.
Steroids make me have that spot back. That was a legal overtake.
Look at your calendar. Look at your calendar, MK.
Yeah, it's getting close to Christmas, like a couple more weeks.
No, I was on the PS3 the other day, and he was on there. He was playing Battlefield 4.
That's all he ever plays anymore is Battlefield 4. That's all I ever seen him on. He told me he got tired of GTA and he started playing that.
Wow.
Well, he played GTA for like a year straight. Every night he got on it, it's what he was on.
Dave, have you snuck around Charles again?
Yeah, we always sneak round each other.
Wow, alright.
Shit.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna touch that. Wow. This is... It's always nice to hear people compliment one another mid-race.
Back by. I lost it there.
You've lost some time to the
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that, Dave. With the HDMI box, the
Did you like
composite
that?
to
Did you like
HDMI.
that? Yeah,
that's
that was an
a little bit of a
experiment.
fetish for me, Dave. I'm gonna be honest. You can do a few
Look,
more
Dave.
of those if you want.
Dave finally stepped up to HDMI.
Well, he has to have HDMI to play PlayStation because he'll be playing this with us.
Oh, I did not know this.
To your left, Randy?
Yeah, no, I enjoy that.
Tire
Joe.
status.
I've been playing GoldenEye all afternoon.
Yeah, V. Just a.
I see.
Coming up.
Remember, this car's wider than.
He's gonna have to work around me. Because I'm trying to get away from you.
Oh.
So I'm not letting off the gas to let him by, so he's like, oh, crud.
Hi, Jeffrey.
I had to because we got to the corner and it still kept you here. Sorry you caught us at a bad time, Joe.
Oh, no worries. Not a problem.
Tapping him.
Oh, and me. Yep. I followed you in like a rabbit in headlights.
Dave.
What lap are you on, Joe? 21?
21, that's right, 21.
No,
Dave,
that's your first time lapping me.
tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
I'm on lap 20.
Look out, man.
I was trying to go through my menu. I was looking at my tires. I hit the wall.
Oh, I gotta hit the 0 button.
Yes, Joe.
I was gonna say, Charles had a really nice thing to say about your hands. Are you gonna return a compliment to him, or is this just a one-way street with you?
You didn't know Dave's middle name was one way?
Well, I found that out about a year ago. Not a year, about 6 months ago, when he made a bet he didn't want to keep. So.
Dave, one way hook.
We all remember that. Unfortunate
Look at that fucking bad.
major.
Oh my god, that shit was laughing my ass off.
I mean, I tried for you, Dave, and then, well, what happened? See how he uses the awkward giggle as an answer? It's just this ambiguous response that doesn't lead us in any particular direction.
No, because he lost interest in the conversation. One way, Dave. I could have said Wong, like a Chinese guy. Wrong way?
I think wrong.
Wrong way? Wrong restaurant? That's actually a meme picture. There actually was one called Wrong Restaurant.
A bunch of young hoes around here. Young ho restaurants.
Say it the wrong way, it sounds even worse.
No, it sounds bad, just like young ho. That's pretty bad.
I like the one that's over in Charleston, here in West Virginia. It's there's one that's called Walk and Roll. Walk and Roll. Yeah, how were you talking about that one? Fast Walk?
Oh yeah, Fast Walk. Oh yeah, Fast Walk, yeah.
That's just a notification, I didn't call.
Yeah.
Nah.
How you doing there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
You under any pressure?
Aren't I always?
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, crud.
What's the matter?
It's gonna be Suzuka all over again.
Why?
He's got a tire problem.
Yep. Joe knew exactly what I was talking about.
Wore the rubbers out.
Yep, I never pitted.
You never
My
pitted?
left front. Nope, my left front's at 83.
Oh my God, Jeff. That's worse than
It's
I
going
thought.
Dave, man. He's been watching Dave videos.
Well, if he's been watching Dave videos, then he should run out of gas.
Well, I've been trying to hold off Randy. I've been trying to catch Gomez. So,
Just try to time that
gamble.
fuel depletion halfway through the last lap, and then when you do run out of gas, make sure you cut a couple corners and get a couple 10-second penalties. That's how Dave does it.
Racing sometimes a gamble. You got to gamble your strategies.
Did you add
make sure
gas
you-
in the beginning?
Yeah, make sure when you run out of gas, you blame me for it. That's also a unique strategy Dave employs.
I'm not going to. Oh, you're talking about Dave running out of gas. I was saying, I'm not going to run out of gas. I've been watching that.
No, did you add some in the beginning? That's what I was asking.
No, I didn't.
I added a ton. I've been on Rich a lot.
Joe, do you remember that 3-hour endurance race I did on GT6 and I ran out of fuel 2 laps from the end?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, your fuel conservation efforts are not your strong point. Like, if you had a pros and cons list, you know, on your resume
Yeah,
for driving,
I know.
cons would definitely be highlighted. Fuel management needs improvement. I think that's the...
More like needs indefinite improvement.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice about it. I mean, but yeah, if you want to be really black and white,
Throw him under the bus.
fuel management worst in series.
Wow, my tires are worn to the nub, and I just ran my fastest lap of the race. What's up with that?
You got no fuel weight.
I'm just so used to getting in the car and driving it that fuel management, it just doesn't compute to me. It just really doesn't.
So you tell me in real life, Dave, in your little Ford Escort, you run out of gas too?
Actually, I did, yeah. As I go off the
I
circuit.
remember running out of gas on my motorcycle. I spent like a couple hours working on it, trying to figure out why it wouldn't start before I realized it was out of gas.
On an honesty scale, Dave, how many times have you run out of gas in real life?
In real life, well, I started on motorbikes, so I ran out of gas twice on the motorbike. Car, oh blimey. I'd like to say twice, but I seem to remember 3 times.
Poor Dave.
Knock on wood, I've never ran out of fuel. Have I ran it close? Yes.
Welcome, Dave, to Randy's fuel saving class.
Oh, Lord.
Dave, I run out of fuel too. I'm always running out of fuel in the lawn tractor. End up 3/4 of the way down the yard, and then it starts to do that bullshit thing that the carburetors do, and then I try to shake it around just so I can finish one of the lines, and I never make it.
Well, that I can see, Joe. Riding lawnmowers or push mowers don't have fuel gauges.
Well, you know, I could lift the hood and take a look. It is a transparent tank, but I never do.
True. Well,
I should know by now how much gas has to be in there. You have at least a third of tank to make the whole yard, but I used to run out of gas in the go-kart a lot, run out of gas in my car a lot. Not so much in the video games. I think all the information, the numeric, you know, all the data, you got a lot of stuff to work with here, Dave. You don't have
Well, the
real life.
information's there in your car. You got that needle, man, and
Yeah,
that red
that
light
needle.
that comes on. And,
My old
and
car
then the
didn't
sound and
do the needle. My old car thought it was always full.
Oh, your fuel needle was messed up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really ambitious.
I've seen cars like that before. I've ridden in a car before that you could have the fuel tank all the way full, but the electronics on the car makes the needle still read E. It never changed. It always read empty, but the fuel tank was full.
well, that's better because then you're always stopping.
Jeffy.
What did you say, Randy?
How's your tires?
Oh, fine right now, I guess. I don't know. I haven't checked them. Oh, my!
Did it just blow
Why,
out?
that one popped.
No, but the left front's at 94. Come on, make it one more lap.
Well, I'm gonna be finishing it up here soon, Jeff, and I won't pull over for you.
Come on.
I'm not asking you to pull over for me.
Well, I pulled over for another friend of mine, and he didn't appreciate it. I wanted to give him one more lap in that race, and lost his mind over it, I guess.
Final lap of the race.
Just trying to be a good sport.
I'm also about to run out of fuel too because I didn't notice I left it on Rich.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
But I'll have enough fuel to make it back around.
I tried to time this out so we can do fastest lap right here. At
I
the
want to
end.
see what my tire wear is at the finish of the race.
Come on, let's get purple. There we go.
Alright, coming down the back straightaway before the last corner. Left front 97, right front 73, left rear 70, right rear 60.
Oh shit. I'm looking at the race between Dave and Charles here.
And I'll finish the race on the same tires I started on.
Here we go. Oh, Dave! Oh, shit!
Yeah, I got loose
There
there.
it is. Here it is.
Oh, this is a good race if this is him on the backstretch.
Yeah, this is them. Oh, no!
who's
He
that
sent it! He sent it in the corner.
Was that CB that won?
Yeah, CB just left the scene of the crime. Dave's got a big smile on his face. That was heroic, Charles. That was good. You went for it. Just didn't stay on the freaking road. Dave threw some sand out of the cockpit. That was on your tires last minute.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's
Dave, which one is you on the podium right now?
They've worked hard to
I'm
make it
the
up there,
female.
and it's great to see them make their way out onto the
Because it's
podium.
carbon Jordan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure Codemasters has nailed the look of females in the face department.
Don't think they've nailed the look at the males, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't think they know what's going on. But this graphics engine's getting kind of old, though. Hopefully they redo this pretty soon.
Yeah, it's the same one from 2015, isn't it? They just keep updating it.
Is it really all that different than what they were doing in, like, what I think they were using the same engine from Dirt Rally back in, like, 2014, 2013. Like, this engine's getting kind of old now.
Yeah.
Could definitely do with a rework.
We need a new Ego engine.
We need a new software company.
Well, look at iRacing. iRacing is using an engine from 2005 still yet.
I think it's the same engine they've been using since 2002, 2003, really.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same shit.
They're old Papyrus engines for their NASCAR games.
Hey, that's it, Dave. Maybe the F1 game should be made in Massachusetts instead of England. What do you think?
Not made in England, probably made in India. And outsourced.
Outsourced.
Yeah, this game's made.
Straight from New Delhi.
This game's made in India, isn't it?
Oh shit! What just happened? Did everyone leave at once?
Yeah.
I think so.
That was abrupt.
Oh, I don't know. Were we having a party? Were there hookers in the paddock?
Oh, there's gonna be hookers in the paddock on Monday, Gomez. They heard you're coming back.
All right, party.
Topless ladies will be in the stands for every race.
Get everything set up for DA.
Randy, you're a fan of Malaysia, right?
Yes.
I just wanted you to know I put that race 2 this year, okay?
What's the first one?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia, of course. Melbourne. Then we go Malaysia.
Suzuka.
Oh.
So, I believe it's
Why did
China.
Randy go ew like he didn't like it? I thought you liked Japan.
I've never been a big Suzuka fan.
What?
No, I never have. There's parts of Suzuka I like, and there's parts I don't like. I like the East course. The West course isn't bad. But when you combine them,
it's horrible.
It's a clusterfuck. I'd rather go to a Fuji without the F corner, with the GT corner instead, without the super chicane. If I had a choice of F1 tracks, even though I do understand why they put the F chicane in there to slow the cars down, but shit.
I'd rather go to Suzuka before I go to Fuji, no matter what configuration Fuji is.
I'd rather the old school Fuji.
Well, what's your favorite track, Randy?
I don't have a real favorite track.
Oh, okay.
But I do love IMS. Let me come on and live nearby it.
Well, yeah, I guess I didn't mean track in general. I guess I meant F1.
F1, Singapore. I'm one of those weird
good
ones.
choice.
Cool.
Well, my favorite F1 track, everybody knows what it is. Montreal!
Montreal, Monza.
Yeah, that's great.
Monza, yeah. Well, Montreal and Monza, but the only 2 tracks I can drive. And Melbourne slightly.
Yeah, Australia is almost like, it's like Montreal with a couple more turns.
Hmm? Hear Jim Labor's died?
Yes, I'm fucking like, damn.
Yeah, I heard that today too.
We'll go over pile.
Did he get charged with sexual inappropriateness before he died? Because like, well, you know, at this point, it's gonna come out that somebody like Jim Neighbors or Mr. Rogers or somebody like that is next.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Lord.
Sonic the Hedgehog's been touching tails. So, that was funnier than I realized. Think about it, like the wording. Is that funny to you, Dave? Sonic the Hedgehog's been touching tails. You want to go with that? Laugh at that some, Dave. Come on, enjoy that for a minute, all right?
That's a full-length movie right there.
Like, you know, he's always hanging out with his underage. What is Tails, a fox?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta wonder what's even going on in there. And there's plenty of girls around, but he's always got this little fox with him, who apparently is a pilot, which is definitely illegal. He's not old enough. You know, what's Mario up to? He's got his little creepy brother there.
Oh, he's next, yeah. Mario or Luigi's gonna get charged.
Yeah, seriously, they're all going after this princess, right? But like, is she married to anyone? They're like, she's single? Like, what's even going on there?
The princess of Mario is single, and the princess is Mario. And it's not Luigi's girlfriend; it's Mario's girlfriend.
Okay, so she's his girlfriend, right? But she lives in this castle with all these little midget guys running around. Like, what's the deal with that? You know, like
they're called Toad.
I know.
Mario.
I think Mario is pretty legitimate. He honestly seems like he's just trying to be a good guy with Peach. But Sonic, I worry about Sonic sometimes. This whole Tails thing, it's just a bit strange. He's the next one to come out.
You also can't get the other Mario characters, Princess Daisy and Wario and Waluigi.
No, Lord.
Have any of you guys played the new Mario game?
Oh, there's a new one?
On the Switch?
No, I don't have a Switch.
It's taken over.
What's a Switch?
It's the Nintendo system.
It's taken over my house. It's all Stephanie plays, and then her friends come over and they're playing it, and...
Really?
Yeah. The Switch has been a big hit at my house. We only have 3 games, and it's all she plays. It's a cool machine, though.
Let's see. Nintendo started out with the NES back in the 80s. Then they went to the Super Nintendo that came out in the 90s, and they went to the Nintendo 64. Then after the Nintendo 64, they went to the Nintendo GameCube. Then after the Nintendo GameCube, they had the Nintendo Wii, and they had the Wii U. Now they've got the Switch.
Yep.
And they've also got the handheld stuff too. They got the DS's and the Game Boys. The Game Boys are obsolete. They don't make them anymore. They don't make games for them anymore.
I'm pretty fond of the N64 era, to be honest.
That's the I've played all Nintendo systems except for the original Game Boy Color, or the original Game Boy, or the Nintendo 64. Those are the only ones I haven't played.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all night, Jeff. It just broke my heart.
I've played all other systems. I've played the NES, the Super NES. I've played the GameCube. I've played the Wii. I haven't played the Wii U. Take that back. And I haven't played the Switch.
Do you have any desire to play the N64?
Well, I would, yeah, but I don't have one.
Listen, Jeff, I can tell you, they have an emulator for your computer for the N64 that is impeccable. I mean, it's literally like it's better than using the actual console. It's super easy to set up too. It's like a one install file, and then you just play the games from there. But if you ever wanted to see what those games are like, it would take you literally less than 3 minutes to set that up. Yeah, that was a really cool game. You weren't that stupid little midget guy in multiplayer, were you? That's what Steph always picks whenever we play it around Christmas at her family's house, and it's like, it's obnoxious.
Stupid little midget, don't... Dave, did you stop streaming? I hope, because
no, I'm still streaming.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
I'm still streaming.
Oh no, there he goes. We're all busted.
What's his name? Handjob? Oddjob?
Handjob, what the fuck?
Wow.
That was for you, Dave.
Oh, you guys are... We're gonna play Gran Turismo? Okay.
Oh, you've already got a room going?
Guys, do you mind if I have you come out of my stereo? So I can listen to you guys talking shit? I'm gonna try to make some dinner.
God, that's sad. That's like one of the saddest things I've heard.
Just so I'm not alone. Just have you guys...
Yeah, just put the radio on for cock's sake.
So it seems like I got some friends over the house. You mind?
Yeah, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to get Gran Turismo, or Gran whatever it is, set up. I'll be back.
Thanks to all my viewers tonight.
I don't have an issue with people of size, for the record.
And hello, Hayden 3210. Thank you very much, and good night.